Wait for some people to come on. Come on, you lot. Let's get working. I know. Hello, Marianne. How are you? Hello, Patrick. Good evening. Welcome. Hi. Is it your name, Dupree, or is that your surname? Yeah, everything is well. Hello, Julianne. Oh, it's morning in California. Lovely. Is it sunny there? Sort of 7 o'clock at night here, so it's actually, looking out of my window, it's actually quite dark now. Yes, right, okay, lovely, thank you. That's great. Yes, and warm too, Julie. Lovely, lovely. We could do with some of that warmth here, although it's not cold. It's not cold at all, really. It's quite nice. I was out over the woods today with my beautiful dog. Hello, Angel. Good evening. Lovely to see you again. And it was really quite lovely, because as I was walking through the woods, all the leaves were, as they are now, the leaves were falling off the trees, and they were sort of spiraling down. And I'm overhung by trees where I walk, and it was quite magical. It really was quite magical. It's so nice to get out into the fresh air and into nature. I'll just wait for a few more to log on, and then I'll just quickly say a little bit about how I work, which I'm sure most of you know now, and then we'll get started. Is this your first time on with me, Julianne? I don't recall your name. Hello, Maxine. Lovely to see you. Hope you're well. Hello, Denise. Lovely to see you. Hope you're well as well. Hope you're all well. Hope you all had a lovely Sunday. I feel now, as we're well into autumn, it's your first time. I thought so, Julianne. I don't recall seeing your name before. It's lovely to see you. Yeah, as it's getting to autumn and we're getting to Halloween, it feels like we're now on the road to Christmas, and I love Christmas. I think it's a wonderful time of year. Right, I just wait for a couple more people to join, and then we'll talk about what we're going to do this evening. Okay, let me explain what we're going to do. So some of you have seen me work before, and you haven't, Julianne. Hello, Vicky. Lovely to see you. The way that I work is I work clairaudiently, clairsentiently, and clairvoyantly. So I see spirit, I hear spirit, and I feel spirit. And when I say I see spirit in my mind's eye. They'll show me pictures. They'll show me what they looked like. They'll show me how they dressed. They'll show me where they lived, what they did. And I have those pictures in my mind. They'll also give me dates and names, which I hear. And if I do get some through and they come through for you, and my reading is for you, then I will give them out to you. I also sense spirit as well. I can feel their emotions and the way that they're feeling, and I can hopefully give my love, give their love across to you in a way that you would remember and would understand. Hello, Melissa. Hello, Dolores. Lovely to see you. Okay, so what I'm going to do tonight is I'm going to do as I did last week. I'm going to do mini readings, so there'll be no more than 10 minutes. Probably slightly less than 10 minutes. I will use my cards if I feel that I need to. I have my cards beside me ready to use. Okay, so if I feel drawn to doing that, then I will. As I've said before, the way that spirit work with me is that they like to hold off for the very last minute to come through. So I don't actually know who I've got until I actually start. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to focus now, and I'm going to bring my first person through. Hello, Sarah. Hello, Kristen. Lovely to see you. Okay, so let me see who I've got first. Okay, so I've got a lady with me, and I feel like this lady is mother. Okay, this lady was such she was such a beautiful lady. She was, when I say beautiful, she was beautiful inside and out. She was, I would say, probably about 5'4", 5'5", something like that. She wasn't a slim lady, but she was a well-built lady. I feel, she carried herself well. That is what I want to say about her. And I do feel that this lady would have passed to the spirit world, okay, with a cancer condition. And I do believe that this condition would have been around the lower part of her body. So if any of you can understand that with this lady. Now, this lady liked to look nice. She really did like to look nice. She liked to take care of herself. And she would always have her hair nicely done. She would always wear makeup, but it wasn't makeup that was, it wasn't overstated makeup. She just liked to look nice. And I do feel that this lady was a real chatterbox. So, Angel, sounds like your sister-in-law, bowel cancer. Okay, well, if you just keep listening, Angel, just while I get a little bit more information from this lady. So I do feel that this lady was a chatterbox, and this lady, she could talk for England. Okay, she really could. She was, okay, Kristen, if you just keep listening. This is an important part of this lady. She could really talk, but she was bubbly, and she was full of life, and she was just a generous lady, a really generous lady. You say grandmother, Denise. Okay. I do feel, I'm just trying to see what I feel with this lady. I also feel this is she's telling me this as well, that you could talk, made our fun with it, very bubbly and very kind. Okay, Angel. I do feel that I'm with you, Angel. Can I work with you? Everybody else, if you just want to keep listening, but I do feel drawn to Angel. So if I could work with you, Angel, please, that would be lovely. So as I said, this lady was very, very bubbly. And I also feel this lady, she liked music. Okay. I do feel that she would have liked to listen to music. Excuse me. She would have liked to have listened to music, and she would have liked music on as well. And yes, always loved music. Lovely. And I do feel with her that she would love to sing along to the songs. She really did sing along to the songs. And, you know, she really would lose herself. That's the way I feel with her. She would lose herself in the music. And she was a very, very positive person, really positive. And she was someone who had time. Share Tina Turner, right? Lovely. I love them. Great. Thank you, Angel. And I feel that she was someone who was always there for people. Okay. I just feel that it was part of her DNA. It was part of of who she was. She was this generous, um, kind woman who would give her last pound to someone if they needed it, you know. And I do feel with her that she would have been. I do feel with her that she would have been in involved. I don't know if you can understand this, Angel. I feel that the way that she would have been involved in some way in I don't know if it was a charity. I don't know if it was a charity but I feel in a way she would have been a part of something that would have been within the community. She would have been someone who would have helped. I don't know if she did that for a job. I don't know if that was her job or not, or whether that was just what she did. But I just feel that she touched a lot of people's lives. I don't know if you can understand that, Angel. I feel that she touched a lot of people's. She helped family and friends a lot. Right. Okay. Yeah, I do feel that she outreached even further. I do get that with her. I've got the name Mary, and I've got the name April, and I've got right, okay. And these are names, these are not months. I've got Mary, April, and June. I don't know if you can understand any of those names, Angel, but she's given me those names. She's also given me the month of August. And I don't know if that was for an anniversary or a birthday or a passing, something like that. But August is quite significant. I don't know if you can understand that with her as well. Mary is my aunt, April is my daughter, birthday, and August. Thank you, Angel. Thank you for that. And I do feel that she would have also loved to. She would have loved gatherings. She was. I'm not going to say that because I can't say that. I'm not going to say what she just said, but she was as happy as Larry when she was entertaining or organising or getting people together, friends and loved ones, and she was really she was such. She wanted people to enjoy life, because she enjoyed life. She really did enjoy her life, and she enjoyed her family. She did lots of kids' parties. Right. That is the energy that I'm getting, Angel. That is the energy that I'm getting, because she loved to do that. And she was quite a child at heart herself. I do feel with her, you know, she would get down with the children and get down to their level. She could get down to anybody's level, Angel. That's what I feel with this lady. She really, really just had so much to give. She really did. And she could be childish at the right time. Right. Lovely. Thank you. And I feel that your bond with her, I feel that you were really close with each other. Your bond was really, really close. And I do feel that you were a great help to her towards the end of her life. I do feel that with her. Okay. And okay. All right. Okay. So she's come through. I'm going to go to what, because she's gone straight to why she's come through here tonight. Okay. So she's come through, Angel, to say to you to thank you. Okay. From the bottom of her heart. All right. She wants to thank you for the love and the friendship that you gave her, okay, when she was here, is what she's saying, because she will cherish that for eternity, you know, and she knows that you think about her constantly, okay? And she's saying to me that what are you trying to say to me? She's saying to me that your words, your kind words, really helped her. Okay, Angel. And also she's saying she wants to thank you for what you did after she passed. She's saying that you know what you did. You know what you did and what you continued to do. Okay. And she wants to thank you. She wants to thank you for keeping her memory alive. You know, I do feel that there's a certain time of year on when she passed. I do feel that you will sit, and whether you'll raise a glass to her or not, I don't know, but she's saying, you know, she's always with you. I'm going to pull a card for you as well, Angel. Okay. 22nd of December. Thank you. Right. I've pulled a card for you, Angel. And it's an angel card, and it says focus on service. It's a beautiful unicorn with a beautiful angel sitting on the back. Okay. Your soul desires only to joyfully serve and to swim in a constant stream of bliss. This stream continuously feeds you everything you need. Put your entire focus upon staying in this stream of giving and receiving in every situation, in all that you do. Okay, so this card, to me, Angel, this card means to me, and I feel means to you, that you have continued her legacy. Okay, you continue her legacy. You are kind, you are caring, and you look out for those who love you, who you love, and who are loved by you. Okay, Angel? And she just wants you to know that she is always with you. She's always there. You support her son. Thank you. That's what this card is saying. And because you've done that, Angel, you have helped him. You have helped him to get on. And I don't think that you realise, Angel, what an angel you actually are. Okay. So I want to leave her love with you. She was a wonderful, wonderful woman, and say thank you for working with me. Thank you, Angel. That was lovely. She really was a beautiful woman. Yeah, I'm sure she did. I'm sure she did. Right, let's see where we're going next. Hello, Sarah Jane. Hello, Harry. I don't know if I've said hello, Harry. I know a few of you have come on since Negan. Hello, good evening. Oh, Angel, she was lovely. Take her love. Okay. Hello, Kelly. Hello, Marie-Leen. God, there's quite a few now. Okay, let me see who I've got next. Let's see who we've got coming through next. Okay, so right, I've got a gentleman with me, and which one are you? One or the other? Okay, so I've got a gentleman with me, and I believe this gentleman is father. Okay, I do believe this gentleman is father. This gentleman is a tall man. I'd say 5'10", maybe higher than that, actually 5'11", 5'12", something like that. And he's a big man. He's a big, well-built man, and he's like a gentle giant, is what I want to say with this gentleman. Okay. And I do feel with this gentleman that he right, okay, he was quite a funny man, because he's got a grin on his face. Okay, so I feel that he's quite a funny man, and he's got big hands. He's showing me his hands. They're really big hands. Okay, so the way this gentleman is dressed, he's dressed in trousers and a shirt. Okay, but I do feel with him that he would have also worn an overall, because I can see like a blue navy overall on him as well. Okay. And this gentleman had quite a lot of hair, I feel. And I do feel with this gentleman, he keeps showing me his hands. So I do feel that he would have worked with his hands, whether that be in a creative way or whether that was operating something. He's not really quite showing me at the moment. But I do feel that he would have done a real, like, sort of a full day's work. He liked to be outside. I do feel he would have worked outside. Yeah, I do feel he would have worked outside. And I can see fields. Can anybody understand that? Michelle, your dad was a farmer and a welder. Right, okay. So can you understand everything that I've said to you? Denise, Grandad like your father, were over in navy blue, had hair in younger days, was thinner with age. He was a milkman. I do feel, thank you, Denise, but I do feel, Michelle, that I am with you. I am drawn to you straight away. So can I work with you, please, Michelle? And would you understand that this was your father in the spirit world? Because I do feel he was a really fatherly man. Just if you could just confirm that. Right, okay. Thank you, Denise. Okay. And he had the big hands too. Yes, you're describing my son too. I feel that it's fatherly. I really do. I do feel that it's fatherly. Yes, 200%. Right, lovely. Okay, let's work with this gentleman, because he's a really lovely gentleman. He really is. Okay, so he had these enormous hands, as I say, and I do feel that he worked outside, and I do see fields. So in that respect, and I do see him on like a big tractor. I can see him on the fields working. I don't mean standing on the fields. I mean, on a machine. I feel that he really, got stuck in crops, milk cows, tractors. Yeah, lovely. And I do feel with him, he was a gentleman that would be up at the crack of the, well, you had to be as a farmer, but he was a gentleman who he loved his job. He really did love what he did. He would get up in the morning. You rode with him in the combines, right? He got up in the morning and he was ready for his day. And it was the crack of dawn. It was dark. In the summer it was light, obviously, but he just loved what he did. 3:30 to dark. Yeah, a long day. It may have been a long day for him, but it was also a worthwhile job that he did. I do feel that with him. He really felt that he was making a difference, and he embraced, it was life. He embraced that life, Michelle. He really did. And I feel as a family, that life was embraced also. You say that you sat with him on the combined harvesters. I do feel that the whole family would have been involved. And on this farm, um, it was such a happy place. It really was a happy place. All I can see is joy. Okay, I can see animals. I can see chickens. I do feel. I don't know if you confirm that you would have had chickens, and I do feel that you would have had. Your father would have had dogs, or I say dogs because I feel it would have been more than one, whether it was one at a time or whether it was more than one at a time. I'm not quite sure, but I feel that he loved dogs and he loved his animals. And you all did as well. You all, they were looked after, and they were loved. And we had chickens, pigs, beagles. I have a basset hound, Michelle, so I love beagles as well. Yeah. So yeah, he did. And also they were part of the family as well. They really were part of the family. I have to say to you that they were. Would you also understand, Michelle, because he's taking me back to a patch, I don't know if it's in the garden or somewhere. I do feel that to relax, your dad would have grown his own vegetables. And I do feel that he was a very handy man as well. He had to be handy. I feel he was handy mechanically, but I also feel with him that, he could fix anything, and he was also, although he had these big hands, he was also a really kind man as well. And he loved his family. He loved his life and he loved his family. All I can see is joy. And he's showing me, okay, what are you showing me? I don't feel with you as a family, there was a lot of time to have holidays together. I don't feel that because of the work that he did. But I do feel he's showing me times that you would all spend together as a family, whether it be on the farm or whether it be on a picnic or a walk in the woods or a day out on the occasion that you would have a day out. But those times that you all spent together were really good times. And he would, Sunday mornings, thank you. And they were just so special. They really, really were. They were really, really special. And your childhood was wonderful. I just feel that. I feel it was just filled with love, filled with laughter, and filled with joy. And he's coming along. He really wants me to get that across to you. I have to say, Michelle. Okay, I'm gonna pull a card for you in a minute, Michelle. Would you understand at the moment that I feel that you have been going through a pretty rough time? I feel over the last few months, I just feel that there's been a lot going on, and there's been a lot of questioning and a lot of wondering where you go next. Would you understand that, Michelle? Yeah? Okay. So I've got another beautiful card. The card is called What Do You Desire? Okay. And it's a picture of a beautiful woman surrounded by beautiful flowers. Okay, Michelle. It says, you now have the opportunity to write the script according to your heart's desires, to your heart's true desires. Once you clearly decide upon your true desires and know that you're ready and deserving of them, they'll rush into your life as if by magic. Now, you say, Michelle, that you are lost at the moment, okay? But what this card is saying to me, and what your dad has come through to say to you as well, is now is your chance to reset, okay? I feel it's been really hard, it's been really tough, and at times you just haven't known which way you were going. But what your father is saying, and what this card is saying to you, is that it's there for you to take, Michelle, okay? You decide what you want to happen with your life going forward. You can make that decision, okay? And you can, and once you've made it, love and laughter will come back, okay? And your father wants you to know that he is always around you, okay? Giving you strength, giving you love, and giving you the ability to move forward. It's all there, Michelle. It really is, okay? So just decide what you want, and that is what will happen. All right? He's giving you an enormous amount of love, and he's showing me, he's giving me to give to you, whether or not you did this together, but he's giving me a little chick that has just hatched from the egg, okay? And to me, that just says it all. You are about to start again, okay? So if I could leave his love with you and say thank you for working with me. What a wonderful, wonderful man. Okay, let's move on. Let's move on and see who we've got now. Right. Right, okay. Right, I've got a lady with me, and I feel that this lady is grandmother, okay? This lady is not really very tall at all. She's probably about 5 foot, but what she lacks in height, she certainly has in what's the word she wants me to use? She's a little mighty rocket, I would say. You know, she is like a little she's like a little firework. She slowly burns and then she will explode, this lady. She's a lovely lady. She's quite I do feel she was sort of a medium to well-built lady. This lady was very, very hard-working lady, and I do feel that she would have, she really did work hard throughout her life. I do feel that this lady passed the spirit world with either a chest or a lung condition. That's the way I feel, because my chest feels tight and I feel like I would have struggled for breath at times. So I feel that this condition that she had, and that could be Audrey or Nana. Okay, Sarah Jane. But I also feel with this lady as well that she would have smoked. I do feel that she would have smoked, whether it was something smoking related that took her to the spirit world or not. But I can see her. I do feel that she would have smoked. So I don't know if you can confirm that, Sarah. Marianne, your grandmother, but she was taller. Right, okay. I do feel that she's definitely a short lady. Jenna, Sarah Jane, yes, she stole my dad's cigarette. Right, okay. Yeah, okay. I do feel that I am with you, Sarah Jane. So could I work with you, please? As I said, this lady was like a little dynamo. She certainly she didn't suffer fools gladly, I have to say, about her. And I do feel that she would have had an opinion on most things. You know, she was, yeah, she would say what she thought. That's the way that she's making me feel. Um, yes, but oh yes, she was, and no, she didn't. Right. Okay. I'll take that as two positives. Right. Okay. So, as I said, this lady, she was a very practical lady as well. I don't feel that, she would have fussed about too much with makeup, and I don't feel she would have fussed about too much with her hair, although her hair was always tidy, and I do feel that her hair would always be um, you know, neat, as such. But I do feel that she would wear. She was up at the crack of dawn again. I feel with this lady, and she was tough. Yeah, she was tough. I have to say, she was a tough lady. But I feel that she'd had to have been a tough lady. I don't feel with her that I feel that she would have had her childhood would have been quite hard, I feel. And I do feel that she would have grown up having to toughen up. I don't know if you can verify whether or not she came from a big family, but I do feel that there wasn't an enormous amount to go around with her growing up, and you literally had to look after yourself. That's the way I feel with her. But that helped her to grow, and also to be she lost her mother early, right? Okay. And also to be self-sufficient, because she had to grow up quickly. She had to do things a lot sooner than she would have had to do, if you can understand what I mean. She had to, take charge, and that made her, she didn't, okay, she doesn't have any regrets, is what she's saying. She doesn't have any regrets, but it was hard. And she was determined to have the best life that she could, and when she had a family, I feel with her, to give them the best life that she could as well. That's the way I feel with her. She wasn't a nosy woman, but she knew everything that was going on. Okay, she knew everything that was going on. She made it her, she made it, thank you. She made it her mission in life to know what was, to be ahead of the game, is what I want to say, to know what was going on around her. She was quite a big part, I feel, of her community. All right. And all the dogs loved her. Right. Okay. I just feel with her that she was looked up to. I don't know if you would understand that with her. I feel the way that she was very matter of fact. She was very to the point and direct, and she told people the truth. And I feel that with her, that was, yeah, that was really, she was respected. She was respected for that. That's the way I feel about that. Now I've got the name. I've got the name of Doris, and I've got the name of Ashley, and I've got the name of Maureen. Oh right, okay. Thank you. Can you take any of those names at all, Sarah Jane? And also, I've got the month of April as an anniversary or a passing. The month of April, maybe towards the end of April. That's that's what I feel with her. And I do feel that you would have spent a lot of time with your grandmother. She was very invested in in seeing you grow. And I just feel that you and your grandmother had a connection. I don't know if you can understand that, but I feel that you would have done quite a few things together. And I've got, okay, well, she's got a lot to say. I've got to try and pack it in. Okay. Would you have, she has a, would you have a memory? Because she's showing me a kitchen, okay? And it was a very practical kitchen, but she's showing me baking. You spent a lot of time at the cottage, right? She's showing me baking. She's got a big bowl, okay? And she's mixing. She's not mixing with a mixer. She's mixing with her hands. And I feel that she would have been a really good cook. She did everything from scratch. And you know, her cakes, she's saying, were out of this world. And I feel that they would have been quite big cakes. And would you understand? She's showing me a chocolate cake. She's showing me a chocolate cake. And she's showing me also a Victoria sponge. So there's two cakes, a Victoria sponge and a chocolate cake. And I feel that she would have liked that chocolate cake. And cakes, I feel, were her thing, if you can understand that or not. Yeah, okay, cakes. They're just big cakes. I think she would have used duck eggs as well. I mean, I know people don't really use them anymore, but they used to do the baking with duck eggs. Right. Okay. Okay, right. She wants to, I'm going to go to the reason why she told me off once, because she always, yeah, cakes. Yes, cakes were not your thing. I do feel they were her thing though, Sarah. Okay, so I'm going to go to the reason why she's come through this evening to see you and the message she has for you. I feel that you, Sarah Jane, are quite like your grandmother. Okay, I feel that you know what you want out of life. You've always known, you've always been a strong person. Okay, I feel that with you. And I feel that your grandmother's influence, her being around your grandmother had a big influence on your life. That's what I feel. Okay. And I feel that you are very strong. You know what you want out of life, and you know, and you go and get what you go and get. That's the way she's making me feel. You're always there for people as well. You're always there. You're an ear to anybody who needs it. And you always come out with good advice. That's what I'm feeling with her, is what she's saying. What she is saying, though, Sarah Jane, is that sometimes you need to take a break. I don't feel that you give yourself enough time. Okay, you you need to take more time for yourself, for you to be the person you are, and to help the people you do, and to love the family like you love them. You need to take some time for yourself. I think you know that. She's saying that you know that, and you know that you don't. So what she wants you to do, Sarah Jane, is to try and take at least 10 minutes, just 10 minutes a day out for you to just sit, whether it be to sit outside, whether it be to listen to the radio, whether it be to read a book, or just sit with your thoughts. Okay? Now I'm going to leave her love with you and say thank you very much for working with me. She was a real dynamic woman, I have to say. Okay, so there you go. Leaving her love with you. Right, let's see who we have next. Okay, let me see who I've got. Thank you, Tracy. Okay, who have we got now? Okay, I've got a gentleman with me. Okay, and I feel that this gentleman, he was, okay, I don't feel that this gentleman made old bones. I feel that this gentleman would have passed the spirit world in his early to mid 30s. That's what I feel with him. And it was a very sudden, and it wasn't expected, his passing. Okay. This gentleman was quite a tall man. He was, I do feel that he makes me feel like he was someone's partner. Okay, I'm not saying husband, but I'm saying someone's partner. They were really, really very close. Okay, but I feel that there was a love between them, between you. I do feel that there was a love between you. Okay. This gentleman, although he was quite a good looking man, he was casually dressed. You know, he didn't make a big fuss about anything. But he was a very kind soul. He was quite a, I don't feel, Denise, that this gentleman died in an accident. I do feel that this gentleman would have taken his own life. That is what I'm feeling with this gentleman. Okay, so I'm not going to sort of say that's not what it is, because I do feel that that's what it was. But this gentleman, he was such a beautiful soul. Sharon Ash, you keep saying yes. Can you understand this? Would it have been a partner of yours? Okay. Okay. Anyway, I'm just gonna go on. Yes. Right. Okay. I've just seen your name come up, and I do feel drawn to you. So I'm going to work with you, Sharon. Okay. So just keep listening. Okay. And I'm just going to keep giving the information that I get. Okay. He was a lovely man. He really was a lovely man, but he was quite a quiet man at times. He was your partner, right? There was two sides to him. Okay. There was the side of him that he would give out, and that would be someone who was, what I would say, pretty normal day to day. He would appear to be happy, and he was happy, but it wasn't who he really was, if you can understand that. The persona that he would put up wasn't who he really was. You saw who he really was, okay? And also close friends. He was someone who, he was quite a lost soul, I feel. He found life quite hard, I feel. He found the day-to-day living quite hard at times. Life as we know it. Sorry, I'm just trying to get out what he's trying to say. Life as he knew it on a day-to-day basis for him was too much. Okay, he just couldn't deal with it. He had a lot of I don't know why, but he's saying he had a lot of lack of self-confidence, and a lack of, he didn't understand why people thought he was a good person. If you could understand that, Sharon. He just didn't think that people thought he was lovely. When he was with you, okay, he's saying he was himself. He was his happiest. You understood him. You got where he came from. Okay. And when he was with you, the love that he had for you was amazing. You know, he could be himself. He didn't need anything else. I do feel with him that he would have liked. I do feel that he would have liked to drink. I'm not saying he drank a lot, but I'm saying that he would have a drink to maybe sometimes relax himself, you know, just to feel that little bit better. You coming into his life, Sharon, was a blessing. It really was a blessing in disguise, you coming into his life. And he, when he was with you, he felt that, he just felt that he could actually move on. He could actually see a life together with you. I keep getting given the name David and the name Frank. I don't know if you can understand those names, David and Frank and Michael as well. David, Frank and Michael, 3 names that I've just been given. Okay. I do feel that they would have been, yeah, I feel that they're connected to him in some way. I don't know if you can understand that or take that. So most of the time, Michael is a stepbrother. Lovely, thank you. Most of the time he was good, but there were times when he wasn't, and it didn't matter what you were able to do for him or what you said to him, Sharon. It just, it didn't work. He just retreated into his own shell. Okay. And he used to find life very hard at times. And I do feel as well, Sharon, that it took its toll on you. You loved him unconditionally. You really, really loved him, and he did love you. But I just feel with him that even your love, he had a, yeah, okay, that's what I thought. Thank you. I just feel that unfortunately with him, he didn't have enough love from him for himself. Okay. And okay. Right. Okay. Sorry. He's just saying he really didn't. Okay. Right. I'm going to close this up now because I'm going to tell you what he's come here to say to you today. Okay, Sharon. He really did try. Okay, Sharon, he really did try to stay, but he just couldn't. The pain that he had within himself just took over, and he had to, yeah, he just couldn't take life anymore. But what he wants to say to you is, okay, that where he is now, okay, he's happy. All right. He's not in any pain at all. He's not in any pain. He's on his next journey, and he's starting to see the beauty and the wonders of life, eternal, up there on the next plane, on the next journey. He also wants you to say, and he wants you to know that he loved you deeply, Sharon. Nothing you did caused him to leave. He wants you to know that, because I do feel that over time you have, he's saying, wondered if you could have done more for him. You couldn't. You did everything for him. You made his life better. You really did. Okay. And he wants you to know that you made his life better. Okay. And he says that he doesn't want you to blame yourself, Sharon, because you didn't do anything wrong. Okay, you didn't. You need to move on with your life and look at all of the opportunities that there are out there to live your life. Okay, he is always with you. He is always around you, looking out for you. And he really, really did and does love you and wants you to have a good life. Okay, so you need to take that and you need to keep that close and go and live your life because he wants you to. Okay, so I'm going to leave my love with you, leave his love with you, Sharon. Okay, and just know that you made his life wonderful. Okay, I'm just going to leave that with you. Okay, lovely. What a lovely man. Okay, right. Another quick message. Right, come on then. Let's see who we've got. Who have we got? Who have I got with me now? Who are you? Okay, so I've got a lady, okay, and I believe that this lady is either a sister or like a sister. This lady, again, she would have passed the spirit world, I feel, before her time. She would have passed the spirit world with a cancer condition. I definitely feel it was a cancer condition. Whether it was breast cancer or it was something around that area, but I do feel that she would have passed with that. And I do feel as well that this condition wasn't diagnosed until a really late stage. So it was, yeah, it wasn't picked up. Okay, this lady was a really attractive lady, I have to say. She was probably about 5'6", 5'7". She had longish dark hair. Okay, and she always looked nice. She looked nice casual. You know, I feel that she was always on trend. That's what I feel with her. She liked to dress snappy. She liked to look nice. She liked to wear makeup. And she was full of life. I have to say, you're welcome, Sharon. I have to say that this lady was so full of life. She was just a little pocket rocket. She was bubbles. You know, she was always up for doing stuff. Vicky, you say it could be your sister. Can you understand any of that information that I'm giving you? She was very bubbly as well. Really, really bubbly. And she liked, sounds like your sister exactly. Lovely. I'm going to work with you, Vicky. Okay. So she was bubbly. She was lovely. And I do feel that you and her were like that. Okay. I feel that you were really close. And I do feel with her that you would have done quite a lot of stuff together. I don't feel that there was that much. There was an age gap, but I don't feel that there was that much of an age gap at all between you. So I feel that you would have liked the same things. Okay. She loved her music. I do feel that she loved her music. And I can see her in her bedroom. I can see her, and you're there as well, but I can see her in her bedroom with a record, with was it a record player or a CD player? It looks like a stack. So it might have had a record player on the top, but she would love to listen to music. She really loved music. And I do feel that you would have danced around. You would have danced around to songs, and you would have sung them at the top of your voice. Can you confirm that, Vicky? Because she's shown me that, and I do feel as well in this bedroom that there would be makeup sessions, there would be clothes sessions, there would be all sorts of things. She loved music. Thank you. And I feel when you used to go out, because I do feel that you would have gone out together at times, that you would be, you know, you'd have be the height of fashion between you. I really do feel that between the pair of you. And she was so energetic. She had so much energy. She'd be on that dance floor the minute you got there, and she'd be dancing until the end of the night. In between, she'd have a drink, have a chat, but she was just constantly on the go, and she was infectious. I just feel that she was really infectious. She was a very popular girl, but she was very okay. She was very popular, but she was very loyal to her close family and friends. Okay, now I'm coming towards the end, Vicky, so I will give as much as I can in the time that I've got left. Okay, I do feel with her that you knew how you knew what each other were thinking. You were that close. You really were like a yin and a yang, and you liked all the same things. I do feel that she would have liked sports. She would like to do things that were daring. And I do feel that you would have got into some scrapes along the way. I do feel that with her. I've got the name Veronica. I've got the name Susan. Okay, Veronica, Susan, and Lola. Veronica, Susan, and Lola. And I've also got the month of September, the beginning of September. I don't know if you can understand any of those names. Okay. She was just so full of life. And when she was diagnosed, so I'm going to have to come to the end now. Yes to the names, lovely. When she was diagnosed, she fought with all her might. She didn't let it stop her. She kept going, and she wanted to make sure that she lived the best life that she could with the time that she had left, with the people that she loved. And I do feel that you did. I feel that while she was able, you packed in as much into your lives as you possibly could. I do feel that with her. And I have to say that she wanted it to be, when she had passed, she wanted it to be a celebration. Okay, a celebration of her life. And I do feel she's saying that you honoured that, Vicky. You did. You honoured that, and you celebrated her life. What she's come through to say to you this evening is that, okay, she's saying that never a day goes by when she doesn't think of you, and she doesn't that she remembers you. Okay, and she's tried to be around you. She is around you as much as she can. What she's saying is, I don't know if you at the moment, okay, I'm not quite sure, but this is the way she's making me feel, that you at the moment are sort of a little bit under par. I just feel that you're a little bit under par and not doing what you would normally do. Okay. So what she's saying is, you need to remember what you two used to get up with. You need some more of that in your life at the moment. That's the way she's making me feel, and that's what she wants to say to me. Okay, that she really wants you to go out and embrace life again. And I think you know what I mean by that. That's what she's saying. Embrace life, make the most of life, and enjoy it. Okay, you need to enjoy your life and do what you want to do. Okay, and she just wants to send you all of her love. And she's got a drink in her hand. I don't know if she liked this or whether you liked it. I don't know. But she's got a Bacardi and Coke with a bit of ice in there. Okay, so I'm just going to give that to her. I don't know whether it was a drink you drank, a drink she drank, but I got Bacardi and Coke. just given to me. Okay, so if I'll leave her love with you, Vicky, and say thank you for working with me. Okay, I've had some lovely people tonight. I'm really sorry, everybody, but I've come to the end tonight. So I'd just like to sign off and say thank you all so much for being here. I'm sorry if I didn't get to you. Hopefully I'll get to you next time. I will be back next week, I think. Have a safe week. Look after yourselves, and I'll see you all again soon. Okay, take care.